Hi, friends. This is Caitlin. I'm so excited to be back here with you with Pink and Main. Tonight is night two of our sneak peek week, so we are in for some fun to be sure. We're gonna still stick with fall-ish, but we're going a little bit different tonight. Something that I do not make often, that's for sure. Um, Perfect. I was a little worried for a second that the Facebook tricked me, but I see Maria's checking in and Karen's checking in from Facebook, so that's good. And I see all my YouTube friends too. So I see Miss Gail, Yvonne's checking in from California. Let's see, Miss Virginia's here, and we all decided we're ready for fall. Not cold, but fall. Miss Gloria's here and checking in. Melissa, Annette's checking in from Canada. Um, let's see. Michelle's here. Maria, we said Karen. Dawn's here. Susan's checking in from Georgia. I see Jody. I see Kendra. I see Kim. Um, all right. Well, perfect. And it's perfect that Kendra's here because one of the products we're going to use tonight is a collab with Kendra and Pink and Mean. So Kendra has an amazing card challenge, like sketch challenge. So you should check that out. Her YouTube, you should be able to click in the comments like where she is to her page, but she's Cards by Kendra. And so I'm going to show you one of the collab products tonight, but there's a second one, and there's also bonuses that come as part of the deal if you get one of these products. And you can find out all about that tomorrow on release day on Kendra's channel. So she said she has a video ready to go live at 7 a.m. Eastern. So first thing in the morning, as soon as you need it, it'll be there for you. Um, so yeah, definitely make sure that you're subscribed to her channel, Cards by Kendra, and keep an eye out because when I show you this one, it's so cool. If you're somebody who maybe sometimes the layout or the sketch doesn't just come super easily to you and you like having some either suggestions already made or having certain shapes easy and ready to go so that you don't have to measure or anything like that, you're going to love this. So with that in mind, let me switch us over. Here we go. So we are going to be using the August mug, and you guys know I haven't used a mug live yet this whole year, but this is the mug that is finally pushing me over to the mug side. So it's this really sweet little apple, the little tinier apple, the pencil, crayon, paper clip, and thumbtack. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. So we're going to be using that, and we're going to use everything except I think the small apple, but we'll see. But I have a weirdish way that I want to use these. And then this is the special, one of two special products with Kendra. So this is called the Card Cut Essentials Set 1. So like I said, there's a set 2. And so I'm going to show you on the back, there's some sketches, right? So with the layout already kind of laid out there for you, so you have an idea already to go. And then, like I said, there are some bonuses that Kendra will explain tomorrow. So the reason that this is so cool to me is that it's one, I mean, the shapes and the words are the word hello is its own die, but the big shape is all one thing. So when you are getting ready to make your project, you can cut a couple pieces of cardstock with this large die and then mix and match everything together, and you would get, you know, 3, 4, however many cards you want out of all of these pieces. So we're going to do that tonight. We're just using this main piece tonight. We're not going to do the shapes, but you also get these smaller shapes. These would be cute for like adding things, but also I think is like a couple larger shaker elements in like a big window. You get the hello with the shadow layer, and then you get this extra cute little banner. which I love. All right, so the card stocks that I grabbed are Pebble and Stop Sign. So we're going to need both of those. How large is it? Let's see. Karen, I will tell you. So this is just under 6 inches by just under 6 inches. So if you have any of the 6x6 paper pads, we won't cut from that right now, but just so you guys can see, right? This is like an old cover, but it'll perfectly fit on a 6x6. So if you have pattern paper you want to use or whatever solid cardstock you want to use, you are good to go. You don't have to worry about that, which I'm sure is no coincidence. I 100% would tell you that that was perfectly planned out by Kendra and Michelle. And I'm serious, if you guys haven't checked out her card challenges yet, please go take a look because it's an amazing way to get a ton of cards made at once. You cut, she gives you instructions on how to cut your different pieces of paper so that you can use the same sets of paper to mix and match, like we said before, multiple cards. And it's just, oh, I'm trying to cut that. It's just perfect. So this is actually going to be our, that's right. This is going to be our frame. Yeah, this is going to be our frame. We're not going to use this bigger rectangle piece. So the fact that this is a little smaller is fine. And then this is going to be our mat. And this is going to be like a teacher card. My girls are going to be, they want to make their own cards for their teachers this weekend. But I like to have some extra just in case I can take them to work. And I know some of the other girls will take them to give out to their kids' teachers. Make sure all of our teachers know how much we love them. And help write paper. Right here, pink. Not big enough. It sure is. All right. So we also have a scrap of ice rink cardstock. We're going to use that. And I will tell you, right before we went live, I know I've been saying it for a while, I did finally place my order that I was supposed to put in a week or two ago. So I got some multiple glues coming, asphalt, ice rink. I got some barbershop paper because we needed that before. I stocked up on some bronze foil. So we should be good to go very soon. This way because I want to use this piece down here. All right, I saw a bunch of people jumped in. Let's see, I see Miss Connie, Sherry's here, Jeanette, Miss Becky was checking in, Raquel's here. Oh, pot poppers, that's fun. I like that. Allie's here. Let's see, Miss Lisa, my mom and dad are both here. Misty's checking in. Yvette's here. Oh yeah, everybody's loving those dies, Kendra. So that's exciting. Let's see, Rebecca's here. Thank you to everybody who is swinging in. I will share a couple more sneak peeks soon as well. We're going to sprinkle them through because I have a lot. I pulled out the whole shipping box. I have it right here next to me. Okay. And I love that like no piece is left out. So like even on the end of this where there could have been just like empty space or they could have cut it smaller, but it wouldn't have been square, you get this cute little like pinked edge because like why not, right? If you're gonna cut the whole thing anyway, why wouldn't you have a cute little pinked edge? All right, I think we're using this. These I'm going to save because I love having all these little shapes with the stitched squares or just whatever. So we're going to save those. I think I like this. Looks more like featurey official. So I'm going to save the other little banner with the fishtails. Yes, Missy, this is one of the new dies, and there's a second version of this, the same idea, but all different shapes and stuff. But I'm not going to share that tonight. We are going to let Kendra share it on her channel tomorrow morning with some bonus information because it's a collab between Pink and Maine and her. So check out Cards by Kendra. She's here with us in the comments too. Yeah, Rick Rack. And that's exactly I was thinking of those like pinking scissors. They cut like that too, right? But yeah, definitely Rick Rack. Um, yeah, no problem. All good. Let's see. Raquel said tropical storm Ernesto passed through yesterday. Hopefully you're all good. If you're on here, I'm taking that as at least somewhat good sign. Raquel, you're in Puerto Rico, right? I'm pretty sure that that's right. Okay. So, oh, that was silly. I need one more thing. I want to cut my inner squares out of our ice rink cardstock. So I'm going to flip this just to make sure that those inner stitched lines are all covered. Oh, Missy, are you checking in from, are you in California? I can't remember. If you're saying shaking and rolling, I'm pretty sure California had another earthquake. So I'm going to guess that's where you're at. But we are going to do some fun kind of custom pattern stamping on the inside of these windows. And that is why I want my squares cut out of white. I have fake nails and they're also dark red. Sometimes if you try to scratch paper, it will transfer. All right, let's see. Got it. Okay, just catching up. Yeah, Misty's checking in from California. What are you? Got something like gummy on there. Yeah, go. That was just a little adhesive, remember? Okie dokie. So yes, these are super perfectly sized. So we're gonna have our little frames. We're gonna have our banner down there for our sentiment. These are gonna pop in, and then let me show you the vision. The apple with all the little stuff in it is gonna go kind of right in the middle. So we're just gonna get like a little peek of the four corners with the white, and then our little wishing you a beautiful day will go right down at the bottom. So for my squares, here's what I was thinking. And you're not, like I said, you're not going to see a lot of it, but I think the extra little pop of color will be cute. So I have construction and barbershop. And then I also am borrowing from Catherine Pooler, cranberry fizz and martini. So we have kind of a very school, like kind of in my brain, like elementary kind of color scheme going on. And we're going to do some hand stamping. Fingers crossed. And I am just going to kind of set these up like that. I don't care if they stay lined up. Like that's not my end goal. So I'm not going to tape them or anything. but we are going to make our own little pattern because they're going to have the frame in between. Like it doesn't need to be perfect, but I want a little bit of each color on each square. Start with that. So you guys can see. There you go. I got my lights fixed. That's good. The little things. And I mean, technically, I guess the pencil should have been yellow, but the pencil's going to be blue. And this is way bigger, right? So okay. Just stick with me. I have a feeling, I have a general sense of where this is going. Let's get some of this heat up. And I'm working on a glass craft mat so I can just wipe things up. But if you aren't, you can just put a piece of printer paper underneath. You guys know that's even with this glass mat, that's usually my go-to. So this is still a little, it's not like a super like pine, I don't know, like a true like grassy green. Maybe it is. I don't know. What am I trying to tell you? It's a little more green than the Park ink because, in my opinion, the Park is very like yellowy olive. This is a little more in the middle than that. I also had the option of going with something that was like a very dark, like Christmas green. And I decided that that was too dark and did not have the feeling of that like school kind of colors. I really wanted the like school folder colors. So then we're going to go in with the thumbtack in her red, which this red is very red, like very dark. Keeping in mind that our apple mug is probably going to cover a good bit of the center section and making sure I'm rotating and kind of having fun with my directions, right? But that is so cute. That with like a little sentiment right in the middle too would be adorable on its own. Because don't forget, like you don't have to insert things into the frames. You can just have that as its own thing, or you could stack your frames or put foam behind the frame and make it like a little shaker window, like an actual window. I'm gonna have to do that. That just popped into my head. All right, let's see if I think we'll get enough color around there. I think we're gonna be good. Definitely like where this is headed. So we're going to pop these guys back into here just while we keep working. But right, even that and a sentiment, so cute. Oh man, we're talking wildfires, hurricane. You guys, yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves of crazy weather. That's too much for my brain. Okay, we have that. What else do we need? Let's stamp out. I'm very torn. I kind of want my sentiment inside in white because is that gonna look weird though? Because it's smaller than this little plaque piece. This feels too small. Yeah, that's a little too small for that sentiment. Oh, maybe we emboss it in white. Let's do that. We'll heat emboss our sentiment in white, and that'll bring out the white of the background. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I did not think about making sure my white matched. Let's see, do I have any good scraps in here? You look pretty bright to me. Okay. Oh, Cindy. Yeah. Sorry, Cindy. We've had some issues with Facebook letting us like basically attach correctly the last week, but then today it seems to be happy with me again. I don't know, but I will definitely take it. Yeah, I do want some crayons. I'm going to do a couple of these crayons and pencils down at the bottom. Just one apple. And we're going to stamp that with our anyway. I cleaned up earlier and I like over cleaned up. I put too many things away. We're going in with our asphalt ink. Oh, perfect stamping. Thank you for that. Little stamps. Oh, good. Well, I mean, that sucks, Cindy, but thank you for letting me know it's not just me. I wish StreamYard would just get its act together, but it's better than it being just us. I want a fifth pencil just in case. It might be too much, but it feels like it needs 5 across. Just kind of estimating size-wise here. Little spray cleaner. A little nubbly from my lint-free microfiber. It gets a little linty. Backing sheet. We'll hold off on heat embossing our sentiment. All right, let's do another sneak peek. We'll do a 1.5 parter, because if you clicked out early on Tuesday, you might not have seen this one, but it has 2 friends that go with it. So at the very end of Tuesday, because I forgot and then I remembered, this is black cherry embossing powder, and it is a holographic rainbow dark red, and it is beautiful. It's this like garnet maroon kind of color with the beautiful holographic. I mean, come on. You can always see the hollow better when it's not focused. And then what nobody has seen until right now, at least here, are the other 2 embossing powder colors. So we have Tiger Lily and Mystic Crystal. So Tiger Lily, looks like this. And let me grab our glittery orange that we have now to compare it for you. Our glitter orange now is called Sherbert, and this is Sherbert. So this is the new kid on the block. So Sherbert, Tiger Lily. So you can see it definitely fills a space that is not similar. They're going to give you completely different looks, and they would look so pretty side by side as well. And I can show it to you in the lineup with Orange Pop, which does not have glitter. It smells like orange soda, orange candy. So Orange Pop, Sherbert, Tiger Lily. And then just so you can see where it falls against the red too, I guess. This is Fire Engine Red. So now we have, what a beautiful like ombre that is. Fire Engine Red, the new kid Tiger Lily, Sherbert, Orange Pop. Beautiful. Now everything smells. And now I have to reorganize all my embossing powders. I'm going to need a new container because, right, like look at my little rainbow growing. So good. So we'll have to order that one. But that's not the only bin we're going to have to reorder. This bin is also going to need some love because Magic Crystal looks like this. Oh my goodness. The sparkle on camera looks, there you go. You get a better version of it down here. The sparkle is a pink sparkle. It's like a pinky purple with like a more blue violet base and a pink violet, red violet glitter. It is so fun. And again, I can show you our other purple now is lilac. So you can see lilac versus Magic Crystal, way different. And even grape soda with no sparkle, right? Very different. Trying to think of what else is like similar. Sangria is a pink with a purple sparkle. They look so pretty together, but obviously you can see very different. It makes me want to do some like ombre embossing. This is the hydrangea with it has like the blue and the purple shift. So definitely filling in some gaps that we probably didn't even realize we had. Look, it looks like a little heart. Man, there we go. All right, so I will be reordering, like reorganizing, I guess I should say, all my embossing peppers after this, plus black cherry. I don't even have anything to compare that one to because it's so different. All right, let's do some coloring and I'll show you guys some more sneak peeks in a second. Let's see. Can I get you to stay still? There we go. All right, we're going for Olos tonight. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try. 1.7. Let me make sure because I'm pushing that even R. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I'm gonna go R 1.7, 1.5, and then I think 0.5. My concern is it's a little orangey, but I don't really have a better option. So let's try. So I have 1.7 and 1.5, and then what do we say? R.5. All right, so I'm going to leave a reflective highlight because I want this to look like a shiny ceramic mug. It wouldn't have it on the bottom, in my mind anyway. The bottom would be up against the table or whatever. Would not have a good shine to it. Thicken that up because we have a lot of open space we're working with here. We'll just do a little matching handle. So we're going to add our shading where the handle meets the cup and then thinner on the inside of the handle. And then I'm also, because I'm going to have my cup holding the pens and pencils and not coffee, I am going to color this in, and it's going to be mostly colored up anyway, so I'm actually just going to fill it in. Okay. Then we will jump to ombre embossing. Oh yeah, Allie, we can do ombre embossing next week for sure. Let's do some like Halloween ombre embossing because that's all I want to do with all those colors. I'm going to try to leave these cheeks open. We might need to come back in with a little bit more shade of our shadow color, darkest color. We'll see in a second. The interns, I have college interns at work that help me with social media and things like that. And they were talking today, they're going into their senior year. And they were talking about like how fast it's gone and how crazy it is that they're like almost done. And I texted all of my college roommates, we're all still friends. And I was like, do you guys realize that like next week will be 17 years that we've been friends? Because we all lived on the same floor freshman year. And that's so crazy. Like, it doesn't even feel like I still don't feel like an adult half the time. All right, let's see what happens when we add in this R05. Because that R 0.6 is just way too dark, I think. We might just need a fourth color, which is what we talked about last week when we were talking about coloring in wide open spaces. To not be afraid to add in a fourth or even fifth color to your blend. I mean, this is blending pretty nicely. So I think adding in a fourth would not be bad. So let's color in the rest of that highlight. Very pretty. We have an R04. Let's see what that does. It needs a little more coaxing. That's not terrible. We can handle that. Letting my marker touch down on that paper a little longer. Some bigger sweeps will help to get that all that ink kind of moving together. And we can always go back in one more time. I mean, you can go back in with all of them if you want. just bring in a little bit more of that 5 and then go over it with that 4 one more time. And that feels good about it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And once we add in like a good shine mark with our white, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to leave those to the side in case we decide we want them for any of these. Oh my gosh, Karen said she's been friends with the same friend for 57 years. That's so crazy. Thank you, Linda. I got new nail colors and they're like fall themed. I had to jump on the fall bus real quick. Some older than me. I'll get there. I'll get there. We're joking because one of my roommates is a teacher now, and she was saying like she teaches high school, and it's crazy because it finally clicked in her brain that she's old enough now she could be the parent of most of her kids. So oh, hey, Anne. So I'm not switching to Olos. We're testing and trying out Olos, but I've been switching kind of back and forth and trying to alternate. So I have my Copics. We still use them. We still combine them even when needed because we've seen a couple times already that there's, a color missing from my Copic stash or a color missing from my Olo stash. So we're kind of comparing them and experimenting to see how we feel. But yeah, don't, if you're still a Copic girl, don't panic. We're not getting rid of, just trying out some different stuff, trying to figure out what's working for us. So we're going to color in our leaf, going in with some 5.3, going in with a 5.1. Let me just put that in, go in with more 5.3 because I kind of over blended it a little. Oh yeah, Ali said talking to her students and mentioning 9/11, and they were like, "That's before I was born." That's amazing. That sounds very unenjoyable. Okay, so our apple is done. I want to do, I think, some like standard pencils. So we probably don't actually need this red because if anything, I think I'll bring in the blue and the yellow, or the blue and the green more in the crayons, and the yellow for the pencils. And I think we have enough red. So while I have this marker out, let's go ahead and color in our crayon. What do you get? 5.3. Let's swap it out a little bit. Let's do a YG. It looks like 1.6 should be a little darker. And this whole thing isn't going to get seen anyway. So I'm kind of going across where this paper would be, and then just on one side of this wrapper for now. And I'm not going to worry about the bottom because it's going to get tucked into the cup. Jeanette said my oldest just turned 46, a granddaughter graduating from high school. That's so cool though, to be able to like, I feel like it's a gift, right? I had friends whose grandparents didn't get to see them graduate. So like that on its own feels like a gift to me, being able to be there for her. I guess our crayon bands are like white and black, right? Am I making that up? Let me look. Gray. Yeah, black. Okay. Let's just go really dark gray. Black feels like too much. Sure, that's what ours are going to look like. Why not? Well, because I'm not doing um, black, like true black and just a dark gray, you can see that line in between the stripes. So all right, we need a true blue that's going to work with our barbershop. So let's go B07. Same idea though. Point 6. And when we are talking about olos versus Copics, I will tell you this is about as small and detailed as I would like to go using my olos. After this point is when size-wise I would start to get a little worried. All right, for our pencils, we'll do all three at the same time since they're going to be the same. So I'm going to start with my Y 2.3. We're just going to color each of those sides and then under the eraser. And I'm thinking of having some facing up and maybe one facing down, but because I'm not sure yet, we're just going to color this whole thing because that's fine. Bring that color in a little bit with our Y 2.2. Or 1.1, just right up the middle. Yeah, Missy said that it's cool being able to to be young enough to still do stuff and spend that time with her grands. Oh my goodness, Virginia said her oldest grandson just turned 19. Ah, I'm still having a crisis over my daughter turning 10. Oh, I can't even imagine. All right, we're gonna go in with cool grays and we're just gonna pick a side for the little metal band on our pencils. So we did C5, then we're going to bump up to C3. This one. And once we get these pencils done, I'll pull out some more sneak peeks for you guys. Let's see, let's do the same pinks for the eraser that we did for the cheeks, just for consistency. Let's see, I did 2.4. We'll do on, see, it's getting into my gray. I gotta be more mindful with the tip of that marker. I guess that one is going to go point up in the cup. Okay, we need a tan. We can first I'll pull out that C5 for the lead. Just trying to limit colors. We already have enough going on color wise, right? What looks like a good pencil coat. 7.1. These two. We'll do a little line of 7.2. Fill that in 7.1. Very cute. Right. Oh, Janet says, and everyone loves your craft room. That's so good. Yeah, my kids have been begging to make their teacher cards the last like 2 weeks. So I told them finally this weekend I'll get my act together and we will do them. All right. So the next sneak peeks I'm going to share with you guys are the new foilables. So we looked at the foilable with the stencil set the other on Tuesday, and we looked at the foilables from the kit. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 foilables and 2 cut-ups. So let's start with some fall. We have this one, which is the crosshatch, which if you have some older dies, crosshatch last fall, I think, was a die. And it's just this really fun kind of like burlappy frayed netting kind of look. So we have that in a foilable. We have these really fun mushrooms that work well with the snail stamp set from the kit, which I'll also show in case anybody missed it. It'll be available for individual purchase tomorrow too. So that is called mushrooms, and it has the reverse and the positive image. And then for my Halloween girlies, my Halloween craft peeps, we have 2 new Halloween foilables. So we have the spider web in the positive and the negative, or reverse. And then we have these really fun spooky faces in the positive and the reverse. Very fun. And then in the same thing, in the same idea, we have fall leaves cut up, which look like this. Here, let's put this to the side and do a little spread. So we've got acorns in some different configurations. We've got a heart. Let's see, happy fall, some leaves. We have all of these really cool wreaths. Well, I guess there's 2. No, I shouldn't say all. We have hello fall, all of these different leaves. I can definitely say it there. Fall greetings. So many individual leaves. This beautiful pumpkin. So these are all made with toner ink so that you can foil them. You can also ink blend or color them and leave them with the black outline if you want. You get thank you, autumn greetings, grateful for you, hello friend, hello autumn. I love that font. Grateful, and then some big leaves. So you're getting pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes. What a group. Literally, you guys know I love the cut ups, but that's like a dream come true. And the only thing that could steal my heart more than fall cut ups, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's Halloween cut ups, y'all. Come on. Seriously? Halloween cut ups? Oh, Sears here. Hey, I know you. That's awesome. Thanks for jumping in. I was just in the flow, just through messages or through the comments. All right, so we have a skull made out of skulls and spooky faces, some a little poison bottle label, pumpkins, ghosts, witches, lots of ghosts. That ghost is my favorite because look, he's a one little tooth. Look at that tooth. Happy Halloween, zombie brew, black cat hisses, trick or treat, Halloween. I like this. The Halloween is like built into the um, pumpkin like that. Ghost tears, a little Frankenstein guy, Halloween. I love all these labels. Pickled claw's foot, best witches, spooky vibes. So some really fun Halloween options. And if Halloween is not your jam, totally respect that. You can buy all of the fall stuff instead and make all the fall cards instead. And I will still think that that's amazing. Not that I'm trying to be an enabler or anything. But yeah, so we have Halloween cut-ups, fall cut-ups. We have 2 new Halloween foilables, 2 more fall foilables, plus the big kits we already looked at. So if you love foiling, there's a lot of fun stuff for you. And then let's assemble our card because then after that, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 things to look at. Okay. It's a hefty release this time, it feels like. So let's use our coordinating dies. And there goes my budget. Uh, um, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure I'm right with Seer being how you pronounce his name. I've watched him multiple times on Craft Roulette. So that's exciting. Also, I don't think I can tell you guys when yet, but I did get to schedule um, my next Craft Roulette episode challenge with Miss Mary Gunn the other day. So as soon as it gets shared out, I will let you guys know. My goal is going to be to use some pink and main in my challenge card. It's like an extra layer. So I see people saying that it's hard with the releases every month too. And I just want to, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm ever pressuring you. I am always excited to show you the new release, but I hope you guys do know that I also try really hard to mix in older sets that you may already have, and at least show you multiple ways to use something so that if you are going to invest in it, you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve going in so that you know that it's going to be worth your money. Because I know having the release so often is tough. And it is good, I think, to prioritize and think about what you actually are like truly inspired by and also what you have time to create with. Like I know if I'm going to invest in a product on my own, I have to be able to envision multiple products within the first few minutes of looking, or not products, multiple projects I could make with it just in the first few minutes of looking at it. Because if I can't, I don't have time in my schedule or space in my house. But and I do get a lot of things from the brands I work with, which is amazing. But I am also a true crafter at heart. And so I still also buy many things. Don't tell my husband I said that because I'm pretty sure I've convinced him at this point he really wouldn't have a problem. I don't love when people say that all the time. If I told him I needed to get something, he wouldn't question it. But I do sometimes tell him that brands send me stuff that I might have purchased on my own. Maybe that might have happened at least once. And if nobody knows if anybody doesn't know, I guess I should say what Craft Roulette is, you should check out their YouTube. It's a really fun card making challenge. You get 4 different random parameters each week to make a project with live on YouTube. And I've done it 3 times already, and I'm gonna go in for my 4th, I think, this winter. But we still have to heat faucets. Let's knock this out real quick. Kale said, no pressure from you, Caitlin. I do it to myself. I hear you. I hear ya. Yeah, it has been a while. It was last Black Friday. It was the last time I was on Craft Roulette. So um, it will be over a year, I can tell you that part, since the last time I was on, or when I will be on again. Not by much. It will be this year, but it will be after Black Friday. But that's okay. It's been a busy year over here. But I love Miss Mary Gunn, and I could hang out with her anytime. And I love seeing what everybody else makes and sends in. Wishing you a beautiful day. Just love the stitches in this. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That was so silly of me. Let's see if I can. Salvage this. I added a very light dusting of anti-static powder. I also, today in that order I put in with Pink and Mean, I ordered a refill of my embossing ink so I can re-ink that ink pad. It's been a minute. And I think I have one, but I don't know where it is. And if that doesn't just sum up me as a crafter, I don't know what does. Okay, let's add our frosting. Oh yeah, Diane. Me and Miss Mary Gunn go way back now. Yeah, I think I was on twice last year. Or it might have been once last year and then twice the year before. Yeah, this side got a little iffy on the not having that anti-static down good enough. But that's pretty close. I think we'll be okay. In hindsight, I probably should have used brownstone. If I had thought about heat embossing this after, there would be a better contrast. I think we're going to be okay. All right, I'm going to go quiet for a minute. Oh, Cindy, yeah, I probably said it weird. Craft roulette, like a roulette wheel, like a gambling wheel. I'll put it in the chat. You guys can search it up if you want. Craft roulette. All right, let's assemble this card. So I think I'm going to do my frame and my squares flat. Yeah, See, it's like one of those where like I liked it before it was cool, right? Miss Mary Gunn has always been very cool. But last year or this year, I can't remember. Everything's blurring together. Recently, she had Gina K and Kathy Zilski on. I think Kathy went first. And since then, she's gained a lot more traction. Like the people started to really like recognize her in the show because they came over from Gina and Kathy's pages, which is so exciting for her. But I was on before all of that happened. And I was so nervous. Oh, this is the wrong glue. That's why I'm like, why isn't this glue working? I think that one's dried up. Um, I was so nervous before the first time I went on that I watched like hours of older episodes to try to like learn from what other people had done. It's pretty funny. Not that I'm like, crazy or anything. Let's see, how did I do this? Like that, right? That doesn't really matter if it's not perfectly or not in the right order. I mean, they don't have to actually be lined up. I just think it's kind of cute. Yeah, see, so they jumped up after Gina. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna do my own weird thing, not weird, but my own different thing here. If I can find what I'm looking for. Oh, there you are. I'm gonna go in with an X-Acto knife on a cutting mat that are both from the dollar store. And I'm going to attempt to make my own little cut on this apple. What did I do with that? Like I know I measured. So it's curved, but I'm going to at least start with my ruler as a base because sometimes my cuts go a little wild. But like I really pushed down on that too. Put through. Oh yeah, there we go. So now I just have this little slit right at the start of the opening of my cup. And my vision is to pop these guys in like this. Some, which one has the crazy eraser? This guy. Some up and some down like that. And then a couple little crayons tucked in. I don't want it too like perfectly symmetrical, like fanned. Like I don't want one side, and then one in the center. Yeah, like that. Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then wishing you a beautiful day right down at the bottom. All right, so let's fiddle with this a little bit to make sure that I like how it's looking. And when I feel good about that, I'm going to flip it. We're going to take some washi tape and pop that on the back. So that, again, now we're treating this like one. We did this. Yeah, Diane said Gina's the reason I found craft roulette. Yeah. which is a great thing. I love it when people with bigger audiences and bigger voices can help, bring awareness of other crafty peeps. What else we need is foam tape on the back of that. So, okay. I don't think I'm gonna worry about um, any kind of like sequins or anything, but you could for sure. See if I can get this lined up. I've created a puzzle, yeah. Me trying to get all the little square pieces in the right spot. Maybe, yeah, I'll bring that down just a little bit. How stinking cute. Wishing you a beautiful day. Pop that right onto an A2 card base. And I'm so excited to have this year with you. Oh, you know what I did forget? It was a little white highlight. I'm going to go in with my 10 gel pen. Go. A little highlight there. You guys, I love it. I love the little custom background. I love that we had control over all of the colors. So cute. Okay, let's get to these other sneak peeks. So let me start with stuff that's not actually a true sneak peek. If you saw the kit or you got the kit, you know about these guys. So we have the Snailed It, very large stamp set, right? This is my hand. This is a big guy stamp set. So it comes with the coordinating dies. You get all of the cute little mushrooms that now you can also use with the foilables. Um, two little snails, all these mushrooms, a ton of really great sentiments. I love the shell out of you is one. Snailable good times. Oh shiitake. Sorry I'm late, right? Because the snails are moving slow. So very cute. They also come with coordinating stencils, right? Layering stencils. There's 4 in here, I think, and they are numbered and they're also marked. So, oh my bad, there's 3. So let's see if I can show you a little. You can at least see that it's there, right? That's 1, then 2 is marked, then 3. And they all stack up. So you can ink blend all of the little mushroomy parts if you want. Very cute though. Love the coordinating stencils. Love adding in all of the stencils this time for this and that foil leaf set that we had. All right, so those we saw from the kit, maybe. These ones I'm pretty sure are all true sneak peeks. So this is the Harvest turkeys. So this little turkey's eating pie. This little turkey's in or getting ready to drink some pumpkin hot chocolate, pumpkin coffee. This guy's got some apples. He's got a pumpkin balloon. Happy Turkey Day. Anytime is a good time for pie. Happy harvest. And my cup runneth over with gratitude. So if you are somebody who likes to get a jump on Thanksgiving, maybe you're not super into Halloween, or maybe you love all of the fall holidays so much that you're just ready to dive right in, we have those guys. They're adorable. If you are ready for Halloween, we got some fun new witches. I love this one that has the table with her book. And then this tiny little frog. Look at it. Oh, he's so silly. The clouds, so you could have one, and the moon, that you can have one riding her broom through the sky. She's just being sweet with her little kitten on her head. This one's got a big old cauldron. We got an extra cat. We got the little corner spider web. I'm under your spell. Halloween greetings, best witches, a spooky hello, and then crafted by. And then those are the coordinating dies. So we have those two. And then we have these two die sets. And then, like I said, keep in mind there's one more big die set for Kendra's collab. Okay. So the other things that we have are these banners. So we have thick flag banner dies and thin flag banner dies. So these are so cute. They're such a perfect combination. These, I think you obviously could use on an A2, but I'm pretty sure they're sized for a mini slim. Yep, so that's 3 by, what are you? 5 1/4. So you could definitely use that on a mini slim card or any of the smaller ones. And then these, the biggest one in this set is 5 1/4 by 4. So you'd have the tiniest little border around your for an A2. So think of these, if it's easier, as an A2 and a mini slim, but obviously you can do those however you want. You can mix and match them. So yeah. Michelle said, I love that they're cute and not super spooky. Me too. I love cutesy Halloween just as much as, spooky or creepy Halloween. I'm an equal opportunity Halloween fan. So we'll have fun with a lot of these, all of these, I guess, the next couple weeks. Yeah, it's going to be a really, really fun release. I hope you guys are super excited. I am in love with all of these. And I do want to show you something in the window. If you made it this far, I want to show you a peek at my card for tomorrow's hop. There is an Instagram hop tomorrow. It goes live at noon Eastern for Pink and Main, celebrating the release with the design team. And you get a chance to win a gift card. Okay. And so I told you guys I had used the Out of This World stamp set with Mommy Lay and Pink and Main that we looked at on Tuesday. And so I made a video of this card as well, which will be live on my YouTube channel tomorrow at noon. That's always linked in the description here as well. But this is the super fun shaker card that I made with that really cute stamp set. And then I added in that new chunky glitter. I did borrow stars, those little clay stars from This Calls for Confetti because they glow in the dark. But I just thought this was so cute. I love how it turned out. I made the whole galaxy background myself. So if you want to see how this is made, keep an eye out for my channel tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you hop along tomorrow on Instagram with Pink and Main for your chance to win a gift card, because then you weren't breaking the budget. Now you have more budget. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. Oh, I see Heather and Beverly too. There's just so many people in here trying to keep things rolling. I don't want you guys to think that I am ignoring, or just, if I don't say hi, I promise it's because I didn't see you, not because I don't love you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. I love our nights together. I will be back here Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. If you have a request from the new release of what you want to see used first that we haven't yet, please, please, please leave a comment and I will check over the weekend. Let's see, Kendra said the Kendra's Card Challenge team also has an Instagram hop tomorrow featuring all those new dies. So if you want to see so much inspiration, check that out as well. So yeah, you guys got a lot of stuff to watch tomorrow or this weekend. So hopefully, if you have some free time and you get a break for yourself, you can just chill and watch some fun card making. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. I hope you love the release. I will see you back here on Tuesday. And until next time, happy crafting.